Hey guys, it's Vortex here, bringing you an introduction to Minewind, a Anarchy Minecraft server that runs both 13.2, which is a more 1.13.2, a more stable version, and the newest update of Minecraft 1.14.2. And for starters, Anarchy is a type of server which is typically vanilla and especially has no rules, so chat is unfiltered. So if you're sensitive to chat and certain things you triggered easily, then don't play on Anarchy servers, or just turn off chat because it's completely unfiltered. It gets a little crazy at times. Minewind's a special version of Anarchy, kind of like soft Anarchy, where hacking is discouraged. Normally on Anarchy servers, especially older ones like 2B2T, you can hack because there are just no rules. However, Minewind has a anti-cheat called Warden. Now, some people still do hack and get away with it, but certain hacks like speed hacks are easily detectable and just do not work. On Minewind there are multiple different worlds, like I said, that run different versions, and some are more developed than others. For example, the one I'm playing on right now, Moon, as you can see in the top middle, is running on 1.14.2, which makes it a lot less stable, especially with the chunk generation issue, which causes lots of lag when lots of new chunks are generated. Same goes with Terra, the other service Terra. If I go to the hub, I can show you guys all of the different worlds on Minewind. There's Era, Azure, Sun, Throne, Moon, Aqua, Terra, and Arch. And I play on Moon. And Moon's full because I decided to come to the hub. I'll go to Terra for now though. Terra's also full, and people decide to hit you and spawn a lot, which is nice. So now I'm back in the Moon. There are god items on this server, legendary items, which is one of the things that makes the server not vanilla. And there are different vendors in spawn. Now spawn is semi-protected, which means, for example, if you mass grief a building, it will regenerate. For example, if you flint and steel any of the wooden buildings, it will just automatically regenerate. For example, I'll show you guys right now. And I'll just do this in the background. I'll light a building on fire and it'll regenerate over time. Some people still grief spawn with blocks though. And there are some glitches, of course, on a server like this. But, yeah, there's currency, which allow you to buy these god items. Like, for example, the main currency is Degs, which are dragon eggs. And some vendors deal in diamonds, as you can see here. There are different things, like ender bones. Ender bones, if you right-click up another player with them, it allows you to see their inventory and consumes it at the same time, which is useful for things like trading. The potter here sells special potions, blindness potion, a greatly increased strength potion, and a fire potion which lights the ground on fire. Oh, this fire is causing lots of lag. If I come over here to the auction house, we can see another currency, nether stars. Nether stars are also popular in conjunction with dragon eggs. And as you can see, this is all griefed a little bit. Not enough to cause the building to reset, but enough to just keep it as it is. Here's Kelly. He's just blowing stuff up just for fun. But you can see dragon eggs are one currency, nether stars are the other, and most villagers around spawn do have trades. And as you can see, these are legendary items, and legendary items are usually shown by the red name. See how all these items have red names, whereas my items have blue names. And these take dragon eggs and nether stars. Dragon eggs are kind of hard to find. Nether stars a little bit easier. But there are some really good ones here. For example, the Diggity. It's a really good pickaxe. Many players just like it and have it as their main pickaxe if they're, you know, high up and developed enough to have enough to purchase it. And then there's the Avidity, which has a looting 10, which is really useful for looting mobs and stuff. And the dragon eggs then bring me into another point, which is embers and Minewind gold coins. The Ganville. The Ganville's the God Anvil, which allows you to repair God items because it just won't let you repair them normally. Over here we have the bank across from the auction, and here you can do things like, for example, Apu, 1 ember and 7 diamonds equals an enchanted golden apple. The bank has many different things. Now, embers are another form of currency. 1 deg or dragon egg equals 4 embers, and you can do the opposite over here at the ember exchange. 4 embers to a dragon egg, and these can be used for various trades that are done between players. Many players will pay for smaller things in embers, whereas larger things are paid for in degs, and even nether stars sometimes. You have more crafting components for late games, such as the Heart of the Ocean, or HOTO for short, which takes 64 nether stars and a Heart of the Sea. And that can be used in conjunction with lots of dragon eggs, like maybe like upwards of 10 dragon eggs at the Magic Hotel. Here's an inventory keeper, a voucher. You can trade 64 diamond blocks for this, and then you just keep that somewhere, and you come back, and then you'll get your 60 diamond blocks back. But there's a fee for it. It's 4 blocks. You lose 4 blocks, but it allows you to store all that. Over here we have Volto, who will trade you 2 star remnants for a nether star, and you can find star remnants out looting. Most of the crafting components and stuff you can find out looting chests. For example, shipwreck chests, nether star chests, or nether chests from nether fortresses, dungeon chests. Here we have the Minewind Magic Hotel with vendors in here. For example, the Heart of the Ocean. The Frozen Helm is really good, and some of them have additional perks, like, for example, this increases your health pool by 20%. In this case, it will increase it by 2 hearts, so you'll have 2 extra hearts above it. And you have these full sets of armor, and then you have the spell books that go along with it, and they consume souls, and you get souls with certain things. You have 2 vendors in here. More vendors here. And then this is probably one of the best in some people's opinion, the Rift Dragon armor set. Just the head alone, which is a dragon head, increases your health by 50%, giving you 5 extra hearts. The Rift Dragon wings have protection 7 and a breaking 10, and they're elytras, and it increases your health again by another 50%. So that'll give you an extra row of hearts just having 2 pieces of the armor, and it'll allow you to spawn or fly. The legs give you another 100%, which then you'll have 3 rows of hearts. And then the boots are just good because of their protection and unbreaking. Again, you have some vendors such as Zomnal here at the back of the hotel, who just do things like have minor trades. For example, the String of Sacrifice, 1 white wool and 2 Minewind gold coins gives you the String of Sacrifice, which will, upon holding it in your offhand, for example, like a Totem of Undying, if you press F, you hold it in your offhand. If you're holding it in your offhand, and for example, you're in the nether and the end, and you fall off, you will keep all your gear, but you will lose the string. And you have some more obscure trades like Doctor Who take things like forbidden cocoa beans, which you have to get in separate places. Now, if you come up to, for example, the 2nd floor, and then the 3rd floor, there are even more obscure secret vendors. You have to come all the way up here, and there are other ones just like this guy, and he will sell you these really good bows. For example, the Falcon Blitz, which is 2 Heart of the Oceans and 19 Dragon Eggs, and it's Unbreaking 9 and Power 24, which is a really high amount of damage. But he's just chilling up here at the top floor where normally you probably wouldn't be able to find him. As we can see in chat, bait starts in 5 minutes. Bait is a event on the server, and there are specialized events on the server. In spawn you can find chests around too, which will help starting people, people new to the server to start out. Like I said, there was a basement to the hotel down here. It's just a little creepy scene set up with a chopped head and some blood. But as I was saying about events, there are 2 events on the server. There's Castle. I don't even know if Castle runs anymore as an active thing, but I know there's Bait, and Bait's starting in 5 minutes. And Bait is an event where everyone in spawn, or you can fish in spawn, and there's a leaderboard that pops up, and people that catch fish get to get on that leaderboard. Every time you catch a fish, you get 1 extra point on the leaderboard. And when you kill someone, you take I forgot what percent of their fish it is, but it's a pretty good percent. And whoever comes out on top after the 30 minutes with the most fish wins. And you get lots of dragon eggs and nether stars and stuff from that. I'm gonna go over here. I have some legendaries myself. I have the Minewind. It's a pretty good sword. Baphomet, which I got this from a vote. And you can do 4 votes per day and get various rewards ranging from really bad to really good. And then my Salty, which I'm going to be using for the event, which is a Lure 8, Luck of the Sea 10, and it's a really good fishing rod because you catch fish almost instantly, and that's what I'm going to be using for this event. Hopefully to try and win. I'll also take my Minewind out, just in case. Minewind coins, which are another currency, are used for less things. For example, I think if you're Emerald rank, which is the 2nd rank, Gold is the 1st, and I'm Gold rank. For example, if I say okay, Luca, you ready for bait? You'll see my name is Golden, and I can also use nickname. I can also use the nickname command, which is why my name is just Vortex instead of Vortex070404. There are various commands, and you can find them on the website. Minewind.com. Each command, or each rank, has different perks to it, and you can either get them from voting or buying them. Over here is the food place. You can trade iron ores for different foods, and cobblestone for different foods, meats, and then here's produce and stuff. Legendaries, there's a thing called the Ganville to repair legendaries that you buy with the currency. You buy the legendaries with the currency, as I was showing before in the auction house. That's the main legendary place that you buy. But once they break, what do? Well, you have to go to the Ganville. So you would do warp. It's called God Anvil. And you have to drink a thing called a, there's multiple different types of Ganville elixirs. One of them is the Adventurer's Repair Elixir, which is mixture number 6. Each person can have a different mixture, have multiple different mixtures on their accounts, and that gives them multiple god repairs. I drank the Ganville elixir. It's named the Ganville elixir, and it's a different one, and it was mixture number 2, which allows me to repair it. For example, if I type slash Ganville, it'll say cooldowns ready, which means I can do 1 repair per week. This keeps people from rapidly repairing all their legendaries. So every week you can only repair 1 god item. You can only get 1 god item repaired per week. But if you have multiple elixirs tied to your person, it'll allow you to do more. What else? There's traveling. Now, most people on Anarchy servers like to travel out really, really far. And this will keep other people from finding your base. See, in Minewind.
Bruh,
What, Kelly?
are you in the fishing competition?
Yeah, I'm about to fish right now. I'm actually recording, so yeah.
Okay.
So as I was saying, traveling. Okay, so some people prefer to travel in the Nether as well as the overworld. And one of the pros to traveling in the Nether is the fact that one block equals in the Nether equals 8 blocks in the overworld. And this helps travel places real fast. However, it can also hurt you because of the fact that the Nether is dangerous and you have a chance to die and lose a lot of your items in the Nether. Whereas the overworld's safer. However, like I said, you have to travel a lot further to even get the same amount of distance as you would in the Nether. The Nether's just much faster. However, there's a higher risk factor. The overworld, however, one of the pros to it, like I said, the fact that it's safer, along with the fact that you can find shipwrecks. Shipwrecks are good because they give you loot. They give you pretty good loot. Shipwrecks are good because of that. That's where I found some of my god items. I've heard of people finding, for example, Durnwinds, which is the sword I use in the shipwrecks. That's where I got mine, from a friend who found one. There's shulker boxes, which you can find in the shipwrecks. You can find embers in the shipwrecks, and if you find enough of those, you can turn them into dragon eggs. You can find totems of undying. For example, like right now, I'm participating in the bait event, and you can see I'm on the leaderboard. Me and Luca here are participating together, and what we're going to do is our plan is to have me kill him near the end of the bait event, so we'll be able to get a lot of fish. So we're just going to be fishing here. That's pretty much all I had planned for this introduction. However, I might make a part 2 video just to explain more stuff that I didn't have time to cover, because I'm going to be doing this bait event now. But I'll see you guys next time.